There we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to fully strap in again. It is Sunday. It is the weekly freaking close, and what a week it has been so far. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. CRO is almost at 11 cents. What a sight to be seen. And I quickly want to go to the chart quickly, because many people say that, you know, technical analysis is just drawing lines on a chart, but I think this today is already a great example of why those lines do make sense. So what you see here is that we have a clear trend line, and we keep having bounces on that trend line. And later today, or I think that was yesterday, you can clearly see that this was also again the resistance. So when Cronos went to about, I think, 11 cents almost, 1080, it was 1080 or 1090, quite a nice run today. It had a bit of resistance here. So the question is, will it break this resistance line? This, of course, is growing and growing and growing. So I wouldn't mind if we just follow this line and just keep bouncing below it. But overall, of course, to go truly parabolic, like what we have seen earlier in 2020 or 2021 here, we need to break those trend lines to go even more up. Anyways, welcome. What a Sunday. What a Sunday. By the way, Bitcoin also doing crazy things. Just after we closed stream on Thursday, Bitcoin flew. It started flying from 112k all the way to currently $119,000, and that during a weekend. So crazy. No ETF inflows. This is just pure retail. So guys, do we really need QE? Do we really need ETFs? No, we just need a lot of good momentum, and it's happening. It's happening. A lot of the stuff to talk about today, guys. We're going to talk about Ethereum also. We're going to talk about CRO, of course, Bitcoin dominance. And if you have any other questions, of course, let me know. I've heard some people having issues with VVS Finance. So VVS Finance is a DEX on the Cronos chain. If there's still any issues, let me know. I couldn't find the issue myself, but I'm definitely curious. Maybe I can send them a message. So yeah, maybe I can help. Maybe. I have to say though, guys, nothing in this stream is financial advice. I am not paid by crypto.com. I'm not paid by Cronos chain. I'm no ambassador. I'm just like you guys. So having said that, I also opened a poll. Got a poll now live in the chat. If anyone just watching the stream later, we've got a poll. The poll is saying, is CRO going to 50 cents, $1, $2.71, or $5? And of course, you might have a different prediction as well. Let me know. Throw it in the chat. It's all fine. Or throw it in the comments later on. But if you think, well, it might be 80 cents, that's the closest to 1, so fill in 1. Or if you think it might only be 30 cents, then fill in 50 cents or something like that. So just do whatever is closest to you, what you think. And I think I just opened the poll not too long ago. Blaze, by the way. Thank you, Blaze, for strapping in so far. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Strap Club. Absolute member. If you're new, by the way, Blaze, you're not new, of course, but you don't know if you're in the Discord already. We're now discussing, by the way, the Bitcoin Amsterdam event. Bitcoin Amsterdam is happening in November. And we're now kind of checking if you need hotels or something like that. So you join the Discord if you want to come to that as well. Anyways, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Welcome, by the way, Blaze. I see John. I see Pete as well. Bjorn, When Pump. Well, today Pump. Today is Pumpy Day. Good Pumpy Day, guys. Look at these weekly candles. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, thanks again, Blaze. Great stuff. XGen. Woo! Weekly close above 10 cents. We're gonna get it. Yeah, it's at this point, guys, it is inevitable. So we're gonna close above the hated 10-cent level. This has been resistance in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I have to check. I don't think in 2023. No, 2023 was actually even in 2023. Yeah, you can see that here. This is the 10-cent level. And even there we had some issues. So every year so far we have had struggles at 10 cents, and now we finally seem to be past that chapter, and we're looking forward to greener pastures, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the poll. So far, if I can bring it up, so far majority of people are saying $1. Having said that, though, I do see also a lot of people saying, well, $2.71 or even $5. If you take a look, if you add those two up, I would say the majority is saying above $1. Above $1 or more. That's kind of what we are seeing. Yeah, to me personally, it kind of feels like we have seen in 2021. It's going to be not an exact repeat, but very, very close to it. That's at least my my vision so far. So we got also now CRO sitting at about. Let me go to the 5-minute chart again, so we can see, guys, beautiful bounce here on 10 cents, cementing it as support. It is happening this Sunday. Bitcoin is, by the way, sitting here nicely with a new green candle. And if you guys don't notice this timeline of me, we're kind of getting to the final stage, and I need to repeat it a lot of times, guys. Final stage now of the bull cycle. So this might be the last 3 months, 3, 4, maybe 5 months of this bull cycle. You can see it is pretty much similar as what we have had last cycle. I'm gonna have a new video about this, but you can also see there we have a bit of a pump, then a bit of a dump, and then we have a final pump happening. And it kind of feels like we also had that now. So pump, bit of a dump, and now we have the final pump in the final weeks of this, well, of this this bull cycle. $119,000. I still remember, guys. I mentioned to a few friends in 2023. I think this is the last time you will see Bitcoin below 20k. And now we are actually saying, well, we're seeing Bitcoin above 120k. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. Pete, not having any issues with VVS. Okay, well, so far so good. By the way, stream is sponsored by Moonlander and also Corgi. Corgi is doing a giveaway, and I think it's ending today. It's called Pause, so do check it out if you want to, because free money, and I do like what Corgi tries to do to push the Cronos chain. So check it out. Cliff, by the way, good to see you again, man. Strap in, things are going to blast off like never before. It kind of feels like that, isn't it? It kind of feels like that. Of course, guys, no financial advice, but as we're talking here, Bitcoin is making another move here. It is making another move to have the highest, well, highest daily close for sure. And also the highest hourly candle so far. Of course, the hour just started, so do need some more time to confirm this. But overall, the momentum is great. I do need to see some more strength for Ethereum now. Ethereum is just hovering. It had a beautiful pump here. You can see how big the candle is, of course. It's a huge, huge candle. But Ethereum needs to really surpass this line. I think we need to wait for next week, guys. But Ethereum is one to watch. Why this line? I sound like a broken record, I know. You watch my videos. And if you don't forget to hit the like button and, of course, strap in. But this line, 3 years old, has been very, very important so far in this cycle. And I think if we actually surpass it now, we can actually make our way to a new all-time high as well for Ethereum. Probably something like this. So you'll see maybe a few bounces and then one big final parabolic rally. But of course, we have to wait and see. You can already notice, though, that this cycle is going to be very much different than the previous cycle for Bitcoin specifically, because last cycle, we kind of had a double top. And my thesis is that we will have a bit of a prolonged rally. However, my thesis is that probably we're going to do something like this, that we do have a big blast off, but then we return, create another shoulder here, go up maybe a bit more, and then we finally go down. So probably something like this. It will feel like a very long bull market, but I expect something like a head and shoulder pattern for Bitcoin. Let's see though. So far, momentum is there. Not a double top. We can confirm that so far, but things are looking good. Things are definitely looking good. I'm happy. I'm a happy man. How are you guys feeling so far? Let's quickly take a look at the poll. 43% saying $1. $1, boys. Coin Baron, thanks for loving the Crow fam. So many Crow haters out there. I do have to say, John, that I don't see them as much as before. Previously, I saw a lot of Crow fodders or haters or whatever. And since it passed 10 cents, it's like, oh yeah, I said to you guys it was not going to pass 8 cents and was going down to 5 cents and 4, and yeah, now it's almost at 11. So I guess why they suddenly became very, very silent. I got this one guy on X. Let me check if I can find it, because it's really funny. The 2 cents. Hey Cash, let me know why. What's the reason for 2 cents? What's the teasers? Why would it go down 80%? I mean, to 0. That's good. In the end, everything goes to 0. In the end. Let me check if I can find the tweet. I love to fact check people. It's a crazy skill of mine. Let me check if I can find it. So here we got this tweet. I don't know if you saw it already, but this is a tweet I posted yesterday, and this tweet was about the moving average. This is a tool that you can find on TradingView, and you can see that CRO currently is a very strong buy, a lot of buy signals. Then we got this one guy saying to me, well, sell. This is definitely a sell sign. And then I found a post of him in the past, like he was saying, in January, the bull market is over, sell. So yeah, look at where Bitcoin is now. I wouldn't say that the bull market is over. So guys, don't listen to all the FUD. Do make your own decisions. Do your own research. If he's happy with his gains, I am very happy as well. But don't say to people like, you have to sell now. It's a bad time. You can come with arguments. Please come with arguments. Please come with arguments. If you have a good bearish thesis, I love to hear it. I honestly love to hear it. And we can have a discussion. We can hear multiple sides. And then we can come to maybe a conclusion as well. And we can still differ from opinion. Because unfortunately, guys, no one really knows. Well, Akash is saying it's going to 2 cents because people have more confidence. They have unburned the coin that was supposed to be burned. Yeah. So your thesis is that the unburn is going to be bearish, and I can see where you're coming from. But let me show you a counter argument. Akash, and then maybe you can come back as well. Let me check if I can find it, because yes, we are unburning tokens, and I agree with the fact that, like, trust-wise, decentralization-wise, it is bad. It is bad. But personally, I do know that the CRO token heavily linked to a central exchange, so they can make very strange decisions really on a more centralized side. In a central exchange, centralized decision-making. But what you can see, if you take a look here at this chart here, or this account. So this is the Cronos Strategic Reserve wallet. 66.5 billion is still to be minted. And the other part, the other 3.5 billion CRO has been minted, has been moved to a different wallet, but it's still there. It's still fully intact. Nothing is happening with this. Oh, you can't, I'm blocking it maybe here. But you can see this wallet is still fully intact. On-chain evidence is showing that even though we are minting tokens, the market is not feeling it. There is no market sell pressure coming from the unburn. And it's not actually an unburn, it's a mint. And to anyone that says to me, well, this can only happen on Cronos, that's not entirely the case. Even on Ethereum, some things like this could happen. It's very unlikely because Ethereum is more decentralized. Could even happen on Bitcoin, by the way. We could decide, all miners could decide to create more Bitcoin in theory, but it's not happening, guys. That's definitely not happening. Anyways, John, thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go. So, guys, 70 million unburn. Yes, it's a big thing. Do we like it? Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I have to think about it. Is it hurting the price so far? Well, it doesn't seem like it's hurting the price because we are climbing towards 10 cents 80. I think that's the highest. If we close at 10 cents 80, if we close at 10 cents 80, it's going to be the highest close of the year, I believe. Let me check. Yeah. That will be the highest weekly close of 2025. No, not entirely, by the way. No. In January, we're still falling down. You can still see that we have this fall from 20 cents all the way to what was it? Like 6 cents, 6 cents 80. But I also want to remember you guys that yes, we have a lot of move. We have had a lot of moves so far, but you can also see that we can go a lot higher. There is little resistance overall. We can easily go back to 20 cents. And I also want to make the comparison to 2021 because in 2021, where did we go? In this final week here, we went to about 8 cents. 8 cents. CRO went to 8 cents. In only 22 weeks, 22 weeks. How many months is that? Like 5 months? Even a bit less. Yeah, about 5 months. In about 5 months time, we moved from 8 cents to 98 cents. Plus 90 cents in this final week here. It says, yeah, it's 96 cents. Okay. But fair enough. Where did we go? Well, to about 8 cents as well. I think the lowest was... Oh no, this is the one we're talking about. 8 cents. 7.8. Okay, 7.8. We can do the same thing again. We can definitely do the same thing again. 22 weeks. Where would this bring us? 22 weeks. 22 weeks. 22 weeks. That will bring us to about November. If we're going to copy the previous cycle, November will be maybe something like this. Let's see. Why wouldn't 38 cents be a target? More or less the bottom of the knife. Let me check. So you say that basically this line here, about here. Who? Yeah, I need to. You can see here we have a lot of movement here as well. So yeah, in between 50 and 40, there will be a lot of resistance. Definitely. That's also why I think we have a target. We do have a resistance line target exactly there. Let me check. Yeah, so at about 43 cents, we do have a resistance line here. So that will be quite a hard nut to crack. But okay. A lot of things can happen, guys. A lot of things can happen. No things are sure. The only thing I know for sure now is that we are getting very close. We're getting very, very close here to this trend line. And I need to see it flip it. If you can flip it, like with a good hour candle close, I'm going to be a very happy coin baron. So guys, don't forget to truly strap in. I hope you guys like this this khaki strap. So strap in for sure now. And make sure you press also the like button. Peter saying, we are at a tricky point now where we have to start thinking about unlocking tokens from on-chain staking. Data tokens are available for layering out. Yeah, truly. Guys, listen to Pete here. Listen to Pete. So if you are currently staking It can be on-chain, but it can also be for the card. So we have the cards here. Give me a sec. We have the cards here, right? We do have the crypto.com Visa cards here. Some people, depends on the jurisdiction where you live, some people can immediately unlock the funds on these cards. Not everyone though. Not everyone. If you are living, I think, in the EU, you also have the unstaking period. So if you want to get the money back, the CRO back from these cards, it takes about 28 days. 28 days to get back the money on the card. Personally, I will leave it on the card. I might even want to upgrade to the level up. So currently I have the old IC White. I want to go to the level up IC White this cycle. But well, I forgot my train of thought there. If you want to actually cash out, I think taking profit is healthy in the end. Doesn't really matter where. It could be at $1, could be at 50 cents, could be at $2.71, could be at $5. Depends on where you want to take profit. But yeah, majority still saying $1. $1 is now the target. is really getting the target. So my train of thought now is also, should you then also not unlock a bit earlier? Yeah, so you have about 4 months left, guys. 4 months, maybe 5. 4 or 5 months. I think Christmas will be very, very good. Very good time to finally have some fun with the funds. Doesn't mean though that we can't have a retracement anymore. I think it would be quite healthy if we have another retest at 10 cents at some point later on. At this moment though, Bitcoin keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. I still got to get my free pair. Cliff, I think you have to open the Discord ticket. Didn't I? Did you open the Discord ticket? Anyways. I will wait for a couple more cents, but I will relock my card CRO and keep it until $17 in 2023 or 2033. 2033. Crazy. Hey Phil, Pro's looking nice, should be looking good, and we definitely will be strapped in. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, guys. At this moment, let's go to the 5-minute chart, guys. We are watching Bitcoin make more history. I think it will go to a new all-time high. It is getting very close. This is our previous all-time high here. This is the all-time high for Bitcoin, BTC, USD. I think live on stream, we might make an attempt to go to 120. We might make an attempt to 220. Stacy, strapped in with the Ruby Visa card. I wish to have one as well for my collection. And I do believe that if anyone is watching now and it doesn't have a card yet, the cards are great. And I think the Ruby one is the best value for money. That's the best value for money. 2.5%, guys. 2.5% cash back up to $25. Cliff is looking forward to the next few months of CRO. Me too, dude. Hey, Solid Snake. I voted for $1, but I think 150 could be achievable. $2 will be with $2 I would be very, very happy. Yeah, so if anyone, we're making moves now. We're making moves. We're not there yet, guys, but I'm getting very close to that all-time high. By the way, also Ethereum is moving above the line again. I like to see that. Good stuff. And we also have CRO is also making a similar move. Beautiful. At the same time, though, I think have we talked yet about Bitcoin dominance? Have you heard about my Lord and Savior Bitcoin dominance in the altcoin season? I don't think so. Teal, pink teal. Thoughts on taxes? Does it even cross your mind since profit is profit? We have a different tax system here, I think, than many people do. So we have no capital gains tax. We just have basically a flat how's it called? Wealth tax. So if you have $1 million, you have to pay, I think, 2%. So not the best system, but if you make big gains, I don't mind. Haven pack, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cliff. What the hell, man? Cliff, thank you so much, dude. Gifting 10 memberships. Dude, Cliff. Crazy, man. Crazy dude here, guys. Thank you so much to all the people that just got a membership. I see Haven Pack. I see Lips. I see Danger, Joey, Corican, Aaron, Technican. Can I do it again? Guys, big thanks here to All Man Cliff. Big thanks here. What do you think CRO will be end of July? I don't know. I think that's the hardest question, of course. I think 12 cents would be nice. I think 12 cents would be nice. Guys, big strapping in here for Cliff. Crypto Week in the US coming up. Can you go over it? The Crypto Week. Is it like an event? We do have Bitcoin Amsterdam coming up. We're going there. So the Strap community, the Strap Club is going to Bitcoin Amsterdam. So if anyone wants to join, you're definitely free to join us. Oh, hello. What just happened there? Anyways, thank you so much again. Phil is saying almost 2 cents, 12 cents as well. I think 12 cents could definitely be possible. Ay, ay, ay. Terry, by the way, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I'm just eyeing now both Bitcoin as well as CRO because it's... I think we're going to have a lot of more of these all-time high streams. We had one on, I think, on Thursday. And we're now slowly building up towards a new all-time high for Bitcoin as well. Respect the pump. Yes, Peter's right. Vikas, good evening by Terry. Vikas, I want to buy some more now, some more CRO with a cheap price. It's I think the time is getting to a close soon, guys. As I mentioned in many videos, the green zone is the buy zone. Up until 20 cents here, or 17 cents to be more precise, it is the buy zone. But now, let's quickly watch Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin, all-time high, yes, no. Pete has been stacking since 2020. Eng is saying, well, regarding the pool, let's go to $1 first. I think that's a very clever approach. But you have to think a bit more. Just my personal take here, Eng. But we need to also look forward. Are you going to sell at $1, or will you wait? Will you keep your back and hold it on to a later point, or will you sell 50%? I think that's the big question. Hey, nobody, welcome, welcome. Sanjay saying, well, $2.71. Oh, guys, we're going to a new all-time high. It's happening. Could ChatGPT... did it? What is the... Why did XRP blow up to be number 3? Well, XRP is a very special case, Teal. It's a very special case. It was one of the early movers. Like with Bitcoin, like with Ethereum... Oh, there we go, there we go. We have a new all-time high. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing it live on stream. Are you strapped in? Because this might be all moon mission towards $120,000 per Bitcoin. On a Sunday, on the weekly close, and no, we're getting down below it again. It is a new all-time high on Coinbase at least. Good stuff. I voted for $2.71, but I'm holding out until $3. Blaze is also thinking we go above the all-time high, maybe even $2. I think, guys, we're all having some good thoughts here. I will, yeah, it's time for a time prediction video. It's time for my true price prediction video. I've been holding out for a long time because I hate it when people make like a price prediction. I've seen, for example, the guys at the Crypto Report. I like them, but they first made a price prediction video of $5, then one of $2, and it needs to be clear. What's your train of thought, and it shouldn't be changing all the time based on the current emotional feels in the environment, right? That's my my take on it. Ethereum above 3,000 as well, according here to John, and that's right. Let's go, boys. Ethereum also mooning. CRO, it's struggling at this trend line, but it's getting there. It's getting there, guys. And at the same time, yeah, everything right now is going up. There we go. Pixeta finally seeing a new all-time high. Curtis as well, all-time high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Crypto Report definitely overshoots the all-time high on CRO. Yeah, maybe. I think $5 is too much. So I can give a little bit of a spoiler here. I think $5 is too much. It is too much. It's the coin baron effect again with the all-time high. This is also the coin baron effect. We go, touch the all-time high, and we dump down below it again. Let's see, let's see. Anyways, welcome, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button when you're coming in. Yeah, Cliff is the GOAT, 100%. A number of CRO tokens will be unlocked on July 17th. What do you think of this news? It's a good question here by Pixieta. Good question. So we just talked about this, I think, a few minutes ago, but here we do have the wallet containing the currently unlocked CRO tokens. And my train of thought, guys, as you can see here, as Pixieta is saying, VKS, by the way, dude. No, wait a minute. It's again Cliff. Pete becoming a member. I see VKS becoming a member. John 316 becoming a member. That's 3 straps. Robert Lallis became a member. All thanks to Cliff for strapping in. Nigel also. Welcome to the community. Strap in, my dude. Max Lamke as well. Turn on the light. Jeez Louise. Jockey Strap has the best name of all. Thank you so much, guys. Galactic Chronicles also strapping in for you. Jeez Louise. Cliff, please open that ticket. I need to send you that pair of suspenders. Crazy J as well. Welcome to the club. Strapping in for you. Guys, crazy. Strap in, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Traveler Matt. Welcome, welcome. Zerko, welcome back as well. We were talking about a question. ETH to 5k. Yeah, ETH to 5k would be definitely a game changer for altcoins. And also, I think Ethereum needs to go to a new all-time high soon. Very soon. So for anyone wondering, why didn't he get the membership? Pete is saying it here. It's all due to the YouTube algorithm. It's just randomizing stuff, I think. It is just randomizing. So we're talking about the unlocks happening. I think Pixieta talked about this. Where is it? Where is it? No, I can't see it. Anyway, so you can see here that this is the wallet, the reserve wallet. And on July 17th, a bit past 9 p.m., in about 3 days, there will be an unlock of 1.16 billion tokens. But as we discussed earlier, it's a good question though, but as we discussed earlier, the previously unlocked tokens went to a different wallet, this wallet here. You can all find it on-chain, Minscan. And this wallet has not done a thing yet. So it is getting unlocked, but it's not entering the true market. So will it have any effect on the CRO price? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is making a bit of a recovery, guys. All-time high. Testing the all-time high is always hard. It is always hard. So give it some more time. Give it some more time. I really hope to see CRO together with Big. I haven't seen the Big token myself yet. Peter's bullish, but he only expects about 15 cents. I mean, the end of July, by the way. The end of July, that's about 3 more weeks. We can actually make an educated guess. So somebody asked earlier, where do we see CRO the end of July? We can make an educated guess based on the previous cycle. So I think what we just done, it's pretty much where we were earlier. So you can see here is that we set our low at this line, this dotted line here, and end of July, that's about 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. If we add 3 more weeks, we yeah, it mentions about 11 cents, between 13 and 11 cents. If we just base it on the previous cycle, I wouldn't mind if we close the month on 13 cents. It's still crazy month-on-month growth. Yeah, Phil, we had this 2-hour stream. The Bitcoin was really teasing us back then, and I left, and I told the coin baroness, like, yeah, it's going to blast any minute now, but I can't keep going up. Oh, Cliff, dude. Thank you so much, Cliff. 20 Canadian dollars, thank you so much. Can you cover the crypto week coming up in the US? Lots of big news coming next week. Let me check. I need to check. Because it's you, man. Because it's you. The crypto week. Yeah, again, I don't know much about it. I need to do research typically, but let me quickly check it, guys. We're not breaking any all-time highs at the moment, so I have some time left. Crypto week US. What's the crypto week? Ah, house announces week. Interesting. Press release by the financial services by chairman of the House of Committee. I don't know. According to this post, this press release, we have the week of July 14th noted as the crypto week. The House of Representatives looks forward to considering the Clarity Act, the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, and the Senate's Genius Act as part of the Congress effort to make America the crypto world capital of the world. So basically, they're going to send the Genius bill again, but this time to the House of Representatives. So this will be probably the final part of really getting all the legislation in. It's nice that they try to do all these crypto-based regulation things within the same week. It's a lot of reading. I'm pleased the House will consider the Clarity Act among other digital assets related bills. So finally, some more clarity regarding regulation. What is the SEC to actually to rule on? What is the CFTC to actually rule on? I think that's basically what they're going to talk about. It's a good topic, Cliff. It's a good topic. I might want to do a deeper dive in a video because it's I have to read on this. Again, guys, I don't live in the US. Sometimes all these things just fly above my head. Yeah, so Senator Cynthia Lummis, she's the most bullish person in the whole government there. She's also been talking on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin conference last year. And I think also this Bitcoin conference in 2025. Yeah, Cliff is also Canadian, but yeah, no. I think actually that wasn't that a bit of struggle between Canada and the US again regarding tariffs. Also, tariffs again, 30% tariffs for the EU. Not too bad. Okay, guys. So far, Bitcoin is back again in this range. At the same time, because also Bitcoin was dumping, we do see a bit of a retracement for CRO US dollar. It needs to really surpass this line. Same is also true for Ethereum. It needs to truly close above this line, and I think this is not enough yet. Also, it has been quite a bullish week for not for Bitcoin. It has been a bullish week for the S&P. highest daily close was on Thursday. That was on Thursday, right when we were streaming. But also the XRP token is doing quite great. The XRP token has been mooning the last few days, going from about, what is it, 226 to 280. So anyone holding XRP, I don't know how they're doing it, but it's mooning again. A lot of momentum for the XRP token, it seems. By the way, anyone that says CRO cannot go to $2, cannot go to $3 because of 100 billion market cap or 100 billion tokens, reconsider that after seeing the XRP token, because XRP also has 100 billion max supply. So yes, the token can go to $2. Yes, it can go to $3, and I wouldn't even be that surprised if XRP maybe goes to $5 this cycle. No guarantee, of course, but I wouldn't be surprised if XRP goes to $5 this cycle. How much could altcoins inside the Cronos blockchain grow if Cronos were to reach $1? Well, 10x at least, because basically it often follows the CRO token. So if CRO goes to 10x to $1. There's a car alarm going off here, so I don't know. I hope you guys don't hear it, but it's annoying. Freaking car alarm. I hope it's not my car. Probably isn't. But yeah, the whole ecosystem will probably make a 10x move. It will just grow together with the CRO token. But often in like the final stage of a bull market, what you do see is that it's also going to gain ground on its CRO pair. So I can show it to you. We'll go to the CRO with knife as an example. Car CRO. No. CRO with knife. Yeah, here we can see it kinda. So you can see that so far the CRO with knife token. I need to go to different charts. So this is the hourly. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. So far you can see it has mainly been losing ground against the CRO token. But in the later stage of the bull market, typically we are getting more and more risky. And then also it can grow in its CRO pair. So CRO goes up 10x. But if this token also goes up against its CRO pair, maybe let's say it goes up to the previous highs. It goes up to the previous highs. That's a 400% growth. So maybe, not a given again, but maybe the ecosystem can still also make growth of about 400%. So then we're talking about, I don't know, 50x. A 50x token is all relatively small, guys. That's potentially like the CRO with knife token. I think it's currently 16 million. 16 million. CRO with knife. I'm not saying it's a good buy. I'm not saying it's a bad buy. I need to see the market cap. Market cap. I think, yeah, it's about 70. You can't see, but it's about 70 million. If it would go up 50x, we'll be talking about $1 billion market cap, and that sounds quite crazy. Not a billion, by the way. No. About 700. No, 750. Yeah, about 750. I can't do math today, guys, but that's not impossible. That's definitely not impossible for a meme token. We've seen it happen already with the Bonk token, with Pengu. Let me quickly check Pengu, by the way. The Pengu token, also a meme token. So that's quite a bit of momentum. This token went up about 37% this week. Has a market cap of... Oh, I can't see it. That's a shame. I think it's also 1.5 billion or something. So it can make big moves in a very short amount of time, guys. Think also about Doge. Anyway, so that is also going on now. I want to go back to the CRO token though. And let's go back to the hour chart. Yeah, so it struggles a bit, guys. It is to be expected. We have a bit of resistance here. So anyone just joining in, don't forget to hit the like button. We've been watching the CRO chart. CRO is trying to go back to this weekly high at about 11 cents, 11.20. We have seen Bitcoin establish an all-time high here on Coinbase. So it looks good. And now we might have a bit of a bounce on this line here. Only 21, not 21 minutes. Yeah. On this 21 SMA. Looking good. Phil is saying, logically waiting to see if it goes up after one would be the smartest move. Definitely. I mean, that is definitely the best one. But also that it doesn't guarantee to take profit. That's the only question, of course. Yeah, so Zerka, I think that's the clever thing. Always hold a percentage. Hold yourself a moon back. Define how risky you are. How risk averse you are, or how accepting of risk. And then just set a limit order and forget it. Walk away. Don't come back. If you think I'm happy with $1 profit taking, set a limit order at $1 and walk away. Walk away. Don't touch it. Don't remove it. Happens very often, guys. You see it happen also last cycle. The CRO token, it went almost to $1 and people removed their limit orders because, well, maybe it might even go higher. It might even go higher. Set and forget. Create an exit strategy and stick to it. Crow with Knife is nice, but Load and Lion will outperform most on Cronos chain, I believe. I think the Crow with Knife token, or not the Crow with Knife, the Lion token is probably the blue chip now on the Cronos chain. Yeah, I think it's still very much volatile though, and I hold a big position of Lion, so I don't want to go too deep into the Lion token myself, but it's doing quite good. It's doing quite good. Let me quickly bring it up, and then also I do see that the Bitcoin chart is again moving up to new all-time highs. So let's not stay there too long. Lion. So CRO is at 11 cents. Loaded Lion at 1.6 cents. And it also basically has the same circulating supply and also the same fully diluted supply. So interesting to see. Very interesting. About 500 million market cap for the Loaded Lion token. That's quite a lot though. That's quite a lot. Let's go to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is making another attempt at breaking here the all-time highs. Phil got Lion at about 0.08 cents. Staking it all at 80, 60, and 36%. So you're in here for the long term, aren't you? Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Nautilus, welcome. Sold half of my Crow yesterday at 10 cents. I hope you're now in profit, Mr. Godfather. I hope you're now in profit. Good question though by Pete. What price do you plan to sell the other half? Or sometimes, guys, you can just, you know, let's say Godfather bought his Crow at 5 cents, and now he has added 2x, so he could sell his initial. He could sell his initial, and he's 100% in profit with the rest he's keeping. That's also what I did with my Lion token. I sold my initial for Lion, and I kept on to the rest. So it's free Lion, basically, which is very nice. You're welcome, Pixeta. Good to see you, dude. You ask good questions. I like that. I honestly like that we have some good discussions here. It's not only shouting $1, $1, $1, $2.71. I don't know. We have some good discussions. I love it. Ooh, Godfather bought at 3 cents. So that's a nice 3x. And he bought Lion with it. So, I mean, that might be a clever thing. So, Pro Lion is also, of course, a pair that you can trade on. That might be a clever buy. I don't know. It's a risky one. Cliff is saying at $1, I will take about 20% profit and leave the rest. I think that those are definitely good strategies. Just stick to it. Zerk is saying I hodl my whole back into $2. True diamond hand. I gonna stack my CRO till August and sell it at once of the end of November. I hope the end of November will be the most bullish moment, but make sure you are unstaked, like you mentioned. So unstake in August, and then make sure you're ready to sell whenever the time comes. 10 more memberships. Thanks again, Cliff. That's how you celebrate an all-time high. Oh, the Euro community. Will you just sell or will you change to USD1 and wait until the Euro loses strength? I will go to Euro. Oh, well, that's a good question. So Bjorn is asking regarding the FX, so foreign currencies. You take a look at the Euro US dollar. For some reason, Euro US dollar has been going up like crazy. Might have something to do with an orange president in the US. And due to some renewed interest into European stock markets and also the European bond market, yeah, the euro is doing quite well. Having said that, though, many markets in Europe hate it. They hate that the euro is getting more and more expensive. You can see the same thing also for the Swiss franc. Maybe I can find it. Euro franc. Oh. You have to, of course, have to watch it the other way around. So the Swiss franc is going stronger and stronger and stronger. And typically, they say that people flee to the Swiss franc during times of war or great uncertainty. So it is war, of course. And we have a lot of uncertainty as well with the trading tariffs. I unsubscribed from Crypto Report recently. I like the lads, but it's all the same. A couple of minutes of info and 8 minutes of follow these links to give us referral commissions. Well, guys, did you know I have an affiliate link down below for crypto.com? If you get one of these cards, do yourself a favor. You will get a nice bonus, and me too. Yeah, it's a hard thing, guys. I hate to do it. We have a few sponsors. As you can see, we do have a few sponsors on the stream as well. We do have Korg AI and we do have Moonlander today. But this is my full-time job. So unfortunately, sometimes I do need to go commercial. But thanks to people like Cliff, I can keep it somewhat low. Because this is honestly, this is how I pay my food. This is how I bring the bread to the table. And yeah, it's not like I go on very expensive holidays or I eat steak every day. It's just, you know, to live a modest life. Anyways, that's my shill for today. I don't think Bitcoin will do another attempt at breaking to 120 today. I'm very glad though to see that Cronos is doing so far so good. I think it's time to talk about Bitcoin dominance, isn't it? I think it's time. Give me 1 second to sip, guys. 1 second to sip here. So Bitcoin dominance. Today, it broke down a lot lower. And I love to see this. As I mentioned in a recent video, if you haven't seen it, I think I posted it yesterday. CRO holding the line at 10 cents. It broke down below this small growth line, but also I think the main one, this top line. So I think we might be getting towards this line now. The trend currently is down. And if we do see something like that, we might actually see also altcoins truly starting to outperform like in 2021. It's a bit of a question mark still. It's too early to call, but at least the trend is looking in the right direction. So you can see it here as well. It's going to be probably swift, going to be very nice. Doesn't mean, by the way, that Bitcoin needs to go down. No. That's the beautiful thing about it. Bitcoin can keep climbing, but the thing is that typically altcoins like Ethereum, like XRP, like CRO just climb quicker than Bitcoin. That's the thesis. That's the thesis we have. Zerka. When the 2025 roadmap was initially announced, Chris said there was going to be something huge that isn't on the roadmap. Has that news been announced, yes or no? Let's quickly take a look, guys, because Zerka is right. There are some surprises, and there have been a few things added to the roadmap. A few things have been added to the roadmap. Let me check if I can find it. Crypto.com. You can find it, by the way, on the Crypto.com website. But I will show it to you now. So here, if you go to company, you can see company roadmap. And a few things have been added to the roadmap. For example, one that wasn't mentioned initially was, I need to go down, the sports contract trading. It might have been sports contract trading, but personally, it's not available here, and I don't like sports contract trading. I don't like betting. I love crypto, but I don't like the casino. I don't like the casino. So that might have been a thing. Other than that, we do have, I think, something else being added. I like to see this, by the way. Now the Cronos ETF submission has been checked off, so it has been done already. Was planned for Q4, but it is now already done, of course. Only the submission. So we still need to see the actual announcement of the actual ETF going live. But okay, I think the big thing could be Cortex AI. Cortex AI is the big thing for Q3, Q4. I haven't heard a thing about Cortex AI yet. They might be thinking about shifting things a bit. But we also still need to see stock options. We still need to see yield on cash. And also, I think one big thing here is 1 second, 1 cent. By the way, stock options and yield on cash are officially 1 quarter late already. So I think those two things have to come first. I think yield on cash might be regulatory hurdles, but we don't know. We don't know. There's an app you can get. It's called Crypto News, and it collects all the latest headlines for the ecosystem, so you can't see what is happening at a glance. I have Android, don't know if it's on Apple. I don't have any Apple device. I don't want to make any Apple holders here angry, but I don't like Apple. I do have an iPad, by the way. Okay, I do have an iPad, so I do have an Apple device, but I don't like to use the iPad. The Coin Baroness is the true iPad user. I do watch movies on the iPad though, but that's it. The 4-hour chart, MACD looks great. Interesting. I'm sharing a very interesting project on Cronos, Orbi network. Orbi is good. Orbi is good. They have their own stable coin, USC. But it's very strange though. We're going to have the USC token, the USC on Cronos, but we also will have the, it's a stable coin, by the way, USC. And we also will have this token here. 1 second, 1 cent regarding the stable coin. Oh, wait, this is it, the crypto.com stable coin. So that's pretty strange how it's going to stack up against the crypto.com stable coin, or is the USC token the crypto.com stable coin? Phil is saying, well, risk it to get the biscuit, Coin Baron. I like it. It is interesting that with all the positive news that CRO has not moved much. Are we watching the same chart, Johnny? I think it's quite a decent move so far. Up 36%. I might miss something, but I think it's a good move. I will take this any week. Is this 1 week of trading? Yeah, so it started on Tuesday. 6 days, guys. 6 days, 36%. If we keep that, if we keep that momentum, like next week, we are at what is it? Yeah, we are at 15 cents. The week after that, we are, what is it? Yeah, probably, yeah, we are at 20 cents. So I don't mind. In this tempo, we are at 20 cents before the end of July. Thanks, Phil, by the way. Yeah, so the secret, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if any more secrets are going to be revealed soon. I don't think so, though. Maybe regarding Cortex AI. I rode the last CRO cycle to 130 Canadian, and it was so exciting. But it went up so fast, and the FTX crash killed the run. This next high is going to blast off fast. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I also felt like CRO could have gone a lot higher. People said last cycle that, yeah, it was perfect. It was the perfect momentum. It was the perfect storm. I felt it could have gone a lot higher, but if you take a look at Bitcoin, you can see it here, right? You can see it here. The minute CRO hit an all-time high, Bitcoin started dumping like crazy. So you can see after the week after CRO hit the all-time high, Bitcoin went down about 30%. That killed all the momentum. It killed all the momentum, not only for CRO, but for the whole crypto market. So if CRO would have made that move 2 weeks earlier, it could have gone to $2. It could have gone to $2. That's also why if we make a move soon, that will be beneficial for the CRO token. We need to cement the price as well. So yeah, we need to hold at a good level. So currently we're nicely holding at about 10 cents 80. At about 10 cents 80. So let's see if we can let's actually see if we can flip it today or tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful weekly close though, ladies and gentlemen. Correct channel, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Guys, hit the like button. And also, if you haven't done so, do not forget to also join our little poll now. Is CRO going to 50 cents, $1, $2.71, or 5? And if you don't think it will go to 50, but you think like 40, just press 50 now or mention it in the chat. Let me quickly check what the poll is saying. Interesting. It has shifted a lot. It has shifted a lot. I hope you guys can read. Majority is saying $1. Majority is saying $1. However, the camp for 50 cents also grew a lot. So currently 29%, basically a quarter of all people are saying 50 cents is the most likely outcome. We got 89 votes. 89 votes. Very interesting. Godfather also got a bit of Vino Finance and Fulcrum. Also tokens, guys, on the Cronos chain. And John is saying August looking bullish. So for anyone wondering, Q3 is typically a bullish quarter. Last cycle, there was a bit of a summer lull, but even then, September ended very bullish. So typically, guys, we should end September with a lot of strength. That's also what we're hoping for. This is though the beginning. This is the beginning phase of, hey, we're still there. We are still meaningful. We're still able to pump. This is for the early people. The people have been holding on. Later though, and I've seen it today. I've seen it today already. If you haven't heard the news yet, after the recent all-time high, also Bitcoin crossed 100,000 euro. So yeah, all-time high in US dollar value, but due to US dollar crashing versus euro, this is the first time Bitcoin reached $100,000. And that got a lot of headlines in Europe. So only recently, people in Europe found out, hey, wait a minute, Bitcoin is still a thing. Wasn't Bitcoin dead? Those people are just finding out. Those people are now Googling like, hey, where the frick can I buy Bitcoin? Where can I buy Cronos? Where can I buy Ethereum? I can see it, guys. I can see it on my channel. I can see it with all statistics. People in the EU are just joining the retail rally. They are just joining the retail rally, and they are still quite early. When Bitcoin is going towards 150, 160, 170, 180 maybe, it will be different. You won't be early anymore. I think the true early days are over already, but still we are somewhat early. You can still make a good 50% gain on Bitcoin. You can make maybe a 10x gain for CRO. And also for Ethereum, I still expect a 2 to 3x. So good stuff coming. John is expecting a 3 million market cap or 3 trillion market cap. Peter's saying, well, it remains to be seen what the secret is on the ETF or on this roadmap. I asked a question. In the recent AMA. They fortunately didn't pick it. They didn't pick my question. Hey, Wade. Not enough people strapped in for $2.71. I feel you, man. I feel you. 178 is super bullish. For sure, for sure. Correct channel. They had some coin burns on the roadmap, but not seen it happen yet. That's planned, I think, for Q4. It's on the Cronos chain roadmap, correct? So could be happening still. Q4 is on the way, and I think the announcement of burns could be the perfect time to sell your tokens. I mean, all the momentum, all the hype of these burns could be the catalyst to bring CRO to $1 to $2. I don't know. Depends on where we are then. Three to 4 hour MACD looks good for a move to 12 cents. Let me quickly check that one. Is XGen saying things that make sense? Well, guys, we'll find out in a sec. So MACD is a technical indicator if you use TradingView. Not that hard to find. Yeah, you can see that we had just had a first little green wave again. So typically we complete a wave. It can be a very small wave, but we should be going up again in the relative short term. I do have to say though, at this time also Bitcoin is kind of struggling at the previous all-time high. Let's see though. Guys, I'm very happy though to see that we closed the week. This is let me go to this chart now, because I made some additions to this chart here. This is the rainbow chart, and we have to change it a bit. I use it for a video, but let me remove it now. Oh. So what you can see though, if we zoom in again, last week I told you guys that if we were trading at 8 cents 1 week ago, so we're 3 cents higher now. But last week I said, well, it can take 3 weeks, about 3 weeks below the rainbow chart as really more of a, how do you call it? A black swan event. We completed 3 weeks and now we're back up again. We're back up again, back in the rainbow chart. So my rainbow chart, I think, is still okay. That means also that my targets, the upper targets, up to $3.40 and also $1.50 or $1.15, I think, are still intact. They are still intact. And I kind of still believe that without this black swan here, this black swan of the US joining the Iran war, we probably would have been already about here. You can see we have had quite a bit of momentum. Unfortunately, that momentum was stopped. Yeah, I think we would have been about there if we followed our trajectory there without this this very bearish news. But we're back again, so it's time to pump. It's time to pump. It's time to continue a new wave as well. You can see, maybe you've seen the wave video I've made earlier. We've had a few waves so far, and typically the fourth wave is what brings us to that parabolic rally. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Anyways, so rainbow chart still okay. Bitcoin still going towards new all-time highs. Ethereum looking very bullish, but it needs to break it. It won't do it this week. I think it will do it next week. And then also, let's see next week where the Bitcoin dominance is going to bring us. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to take a bit of a nap. It's been a long night for me, so I would say don't forget to hit the like button, strap in for new videos tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, new live stream on Thursday, and then we do another video on Saturday. And I will see you also with a new weekly close on Sunday. So don't forget to hit the like button, strap in, and yeah, well, see you then. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.